Hey everybody, Dr. McKinley here. It's summertime now here in Chicago, so people got the golf clubs out and the tennis rackets and all kinds of your bikes and sporting activities. And so I want to teach you something that you can test on your significant other at home or anybody in your family for that matter. When you have a lot of these swinging sports, baseball, softball, golf, tennis, you're really putting a lot of rotation on the low spine. And if that's not functioning what we call neutral, so you want to be in a neutral position, then there's a really simple test that you should be able to do, and the heel should bend back and get pretty close or within a half inch to, if not touching the buttocks, like this. So we're using Chelly as a demonstration here. So you can see she gets pretty close. I'm actually touching the buttocks with the heel on that side, this side too. And you also, when you do that, so that's good flexibility. You also should have no tightness in the low back. A lot of people will have pain, so we don't want anybody to push through pain here. But most people, as you start pushing them back, especially adults, you get to about right here, 90 degrees, they just can't go any further. Now, if someone has a history of a knee injury, ACL, or some sort of surgery, you might not want to try this test at home, but assuming they don't have any knee issues, as you go back, if proper lumbar pelvic function, we should be able to get to touching the buttocks with the heels with no pain and even no tightness. So if you can't do that, or you can't do it without pain, that means there's a problem, most likely somewhere in the pelvic function, quad firing, nerves that come out of the low spine that control the hamstrings or quads. Something's going on down there. Certainly if you already have a moderate to severe level of sort of low back pain, neck, that's something you should get checked out right away by a professional like us. But if it's even moderate like that, there's a lot of wellness tips that you can do to improve that. So, if someone's hitting 100 balls and golf, or out playing 2 hours of tennis, think of a rubber band. If that rubber band's at neutral, they can withstand quite a bit of stress on the body. But if they're starting tight and the low back's already functioning poor, they're not starting to neutral. They're sort of starting here, and then they play a sport, and that's how the next day they're just in a severe amount of pain and they feel like it came out of nowhere, which it didn't. So try that test at home. Again, if you don't have a knee injury, you want the heels to touch the buttocks without pain or tightness here, so you know that your low back's starting at neutral, and if it's not, then something's wrong and you should have that corrected. Have a great one.